여기 어디야?
어디긴 어디야, 니네 집이지.
니네 집? 얘들은?
뭐야, 쌍둥이 얼굴도 까먹은 거야? 머리가 돌았냐?
Amber takes you into a life-changing overnight story. He wakes up in a strange house. Two kids chase him, calling him daddy. A woman calls him husband, and the mother turns out to be his first love. Meet Minyo, a top movie star in Korea. While others memorize lines, he writes them on his hands. Directors want to strangle him, but he's too famous. They just smile and cater to his whims. This reckless guy keeps winning awards effortlessly, infuriated. As a senior actor, Minyo mentors newcomers, often taking them home for private lessons. Even when exposed by paparazzi, he doesn't care. Later, those newcomers call him a jerk. Then, the truth about Minyo's glamorous life unfolds. Despite the fame and beautiful women, Minyo feels empty inside. Only his assistant Hyun truly understands him. 10 years ago, he abandoned his first love, Jiwoo, to chase his acting dream. Now, seeing their old love graffiti fills him with regret. He often wonders, what if he chose differently? Would he be happier? Drunk and lost in thought, Minyo stumbles into a taxi. When he wakes up, well, you know what happens next. Slap. Slap. He pinches himself. This isn't a dream. Hidden cameras. He searches frantically, but finds nothing. His hands shake as he dials Hyun's number. The line goes dead. Defeated, Minyo heads home. His car keys still work, but the luxury sedan has shrunk into a tiny mini. Minyo pulls up to the mansion in his minivan, casually tossing the keys to the security guard. The guard freezes. Who's this arrogant guy? Minyo rushes to his apartment, punching in the code repeatedly. Wrong every time. The door suddenly swings open from inside. A stranger stands there. Minyo checks the number. This is definitely his place. He points at the man. Who the hell are you? Why are you in my home? The stranger bursts out laughing. Bold move for a burglar. You idiot. Minyo's blood boils. How dare this nobody not recognize him? The security guard catches up just as Minyo shoves past the stranger. Inside, everything's different. His eyes land on a beautiful woman nearby. If the guy didn't know him, surely she would. He turns to her urgently, the man's face twisted in rage. So you just waltz in to serve me divorce paper. Thank God security stopped you. Minyo got dragged to the police station, still insisting it was his house. The officer showed him records. Your registered address is that rundown apartment. Just then, Jiwoo rushed in breathlessly. The cop pointed at her. Is this your wife? Minyo hesitated. Admitting would mean lying about his identity. Jiwoo's eyes widened when he denied knowing her. An officer pulled her aside. Your husband's under stress. Claims he's a Korean movie star. After release, Minyo kept muttering, unable to process this twisted reality. Minyo barely dodged Jiwoo's slap. Suddenly, he remembered the taxi driver's words on Christmas Eve. If you're unhappy with your life, try another path. The truth hit him hard. He'd crossed into a parallel world, where he was just a nobody living off his wife. Defeated, Minyo accepted his fate. That night, excitement bubbled when he thought about sharing a bed with his first love. But Sujin's thunderous snoring killed the mood instantly. If nights were bad, days proved worse. While Jiwoo worked to support them, Minyo got stuck babysitting. The former movie star could barely take care of himself, let alone two hyperactive toddlers. Within days, the kids had him completely overwhelmed. Fortunately, Minyo still got occasional acting gigs as an extra. He took every role serious. Determined to prove himself, the former star decided to showcase his award-winning skills. But the director yelled cut after just 1 second. Minyo froze in confusion. You're lucky to even get screen time as an extra. The director snapped, don't push your luck. That evening, Sujin and the kids praised his performance. But Minyo felt hollow inside. How could an award-winning actor shine with just a few lines and seconds of screen time? To make ends meet, Minyo took odd jobs like handing out flyers on the street. One day, he heard shocking news. His former assistant Hyun had become the top star instead. Minyo rushed to confront Hyun, demanding answers. Hyun revealed their past. 10 years ago, during a crucial audition, Minyo had chased after Jiwoo, and while Minyo got his happy family, Hyun seized the acting opportunity and rose to fame. But how's your family now? Minyo kept pressing. Hyun clenched his teeth. What family? Are you mocking me? Suddenly Minyo understood. Only he had crossed into this alternate reality. Though no longer a star, Minyo found comfort in Jiwoo's company. He turned to her. If you'd studied abroad, you could have been a famous painter now. Any regrets? Jiwoo shook her head firmly. Not one. They decided to have a heart-to-heart. Despite lingering dissatisfaction, Mino gradually adjusted to this humble life. He had a loving wife, adorable kids, and even neighbors who complimented his looks. Life felt warm and simple. Just as Mino grew content, their son got injured, revealing Sujin's secret. He discovered she'd abandoned her dreams for the family, working multiple jobs, including supermarket shifts. Mino's stomach twisted. He stared blankly. Wasn't he just a freeloader? Shame washed over him. Clenching his fists, he vowed to change his ways. Mino approached Hyun and agreed to become his assistant. Their roles reversed completely. When Hyun felt hot, Mino fanned him. When thirsty, Mino brought water. Hyun got caught in a scandal abroad. Mino rushed to fetch him, shielding him from report. One day, extras went on strike, leaving the director frustrated. Seizing the chance, Hyun introduced Mino to the director. Mino shed his celebrity pride and focused on honing his craft. Lines he once found tedious to memorize, he now recited with perfect precision. For dangerous scenes, he insisted on doing his own stunts. With his solid foundation, Mino quickly rose to fame as a respected actor, even surpassing Hyun's reputation. The steady income meant Jiwoo no longer had to struggle to support the family. Laughter filled their home as the family of four thrived. Mino basked in this happiness. At first, he longed for his celebrity life. Now he just wanted to stay by Sujin's side, terrified he might wake up one day and find them gone. It hit him then. This simple, ordinary joy was what truly mattered. But happiness never lasts. Christmas came again, and the Santa taxi reappeared. The driver asked Mino, "How was your different life? Were you happy with your family?" He then revealed the truth. Mino would return to his original life at dawn. Mino froze. His year in this alternate reality was ending tonight. He begged to stay, but the driver shook his head. "This isn't your choice to make." That night, his daughter noticed his strange mood. Mino fought back tears as they talked for hours. He promised her, "I'll take you on the carousel someday." Outside, Jiwoo handed him a photo. Mino gasped. The taxi driver was his father. Everything clicked. Now he understood those cryptic words in the cab. His lifelong resentment had kept him from visiting his father's grave. Only now did he realize this was his father's final gift. Mino woke up back in his original world. Everything had reset. As he slumped in despair, Hyun delivered urgent news. Jiwoo's art exhibition was closing today. She was leaving the country again. Mino sprang to his feet. Not this time. He wouldn't let her slip away again. Before rushing off, he told Hyun to remove that mole. His successor needed to be Oscar-ready. Mino rushed into the gallery and immediately spotted the painting titled Christmas Gift. "Why did you paint this?" he asked Jiwoo. "I've seen it before." Jiwoo looked puzzled. This was her first time exhibiting the artwork. Without explanation, Mino took her to his parallel universe home. The scene matched the painting perfectly. Jiwoo froze. In this world, Mino made different choices. He reclaimed his lost love, overflowing with joy. But he didn't know, Hyun had also boarded the train that night. And Jiwoo, she appeared in the bar too. Did he get on the train? The painting held the answer. "I'm Amber. What would you choose? Return to your original life, or stay in this second chance at happiness? Tell me your choice in the comments."